Welcome, guys. We are back with another episode of the MrPower podcast. Today, we are revealing a special guest, a new host. This has been long awaiting. Please reveal yourself, sir.
Entity. We
Yes,
here. We
sir.
here.
We are here, man. How you doing, bro? It's been a little minute.
Oh man. Oh man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, we always know it's magic every time we link up, and having this opportunity here to really be a big co-host here is a big thing. And I think, we're gonna do wonders for sure. Wonders definitely.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of news that I feel like we didn't get to touch on the podcast that I wanted to get your kind of take on. But newest news, there's a rumor out there that Taraji P. Henson and Idris Elba are going to be working on a project with 50 Cent. People think it might be Power. What are your initial reactions to that?
Man, the first reaction I had was, man, 50, you don't stop working at all, bro. Like I can't keep up with how much, bro. Every
Yeah.
week I got a new thing coming. I'm working, I'm cooking. But nah, bro, like I don't know if that's gonna be in Power Legacy. If that's in Power Legacy, I think that's just insane. If Taraji P.
Mm,
Henson and then Idris Elba on top for this Power Legacy, I think every Friday tuning in with Tommy and Tariq, bro, that hits all fan bases that watch all that
everybody.
kind of stuff in general.
Yep.
The youth, the young generation, the older, like everybody is gonna be tapped into that. So I feel as though I see why they would do it if that's the case, but bro, that would be crazy. That would
Yeah.
just be action packed,
Do you see
So
them fitting in the Power universe though?
man, I think they have to be careful what characters they give them. I think they
Mm.
have to be very, very careful, you see, because at first when they said Mary J. Blige for Power Ghost, I was like, I don't know, like how they're gonna fit her in. But when they literally gave her the Monet, she fit in like that. We even forgot she was Mary J. Blige. We called her Monet after that. Like
Facts.
it's so crazy how big Mary J. Blige is, but she can come out. We will still like, oh, hey, look, it's Monet. It's Monet.
Yep.
So that's what Power can do. So if they get the right characters for those two, if they're both in it, any of them in it, bro, I think that would be lit.
Yeah, I agree. My only concern is like, where's the money gonna come from? Like, you getting Idris Elba?
Someone taking a
What?
pay cut, bro. Someone
A
taking a
couple
pay cut,
people.
bro.
A couple people taking pictures.
Yo, Michael, I'm sorry, but we gotta
Hey,
tune it down.
yeah, we
Bro,
gotta give
I,
you a
I
ghost
think,
salary.
yeah, I think if they put those two people in, some people can't be in it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we had people that we expect, maybe your Bradens, your Effies, Kanes. I don't know. I feel like if they put those two in it, some people are gonna have to, like, although everyone can't be in that. So I think they're gonna have to like rationalize who's in it, who's not in it, if they
Hmm.
bring those people in. Some people can only probably be guests for one episode,
Yep.
you know. So I think that's if they're in it. So I think that's what they'll have to do. They're gonna have to do some moving around for sure.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because Gianni did a podcast like a week or two ago, and he was saying
Mm,
he was talking about like the whole ghost ending and everything, and they asked
yeah.
him about Power Legacy, and he pretty much was like, "I'm not really trying to be in that shit. Like, I'm not trying to do this shit."
Bro,
I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised because I'm like, damn, like, that's a check. But the way he kind of explained it is like he's not trying to be boxed in and do a whole another Power
yeah.
show. What do you think about that?
But that it's crazy because for me, my mindset would have been, given the fact that we know him for Power. I kind of understand that he doesn't want to just be known for that. But
Yep.
bro, like that's what people know him for. So it's almost like, for me, I'd expect that you would want to be in it as much as possible because you never know where the next season can take you. Low
Yep.
key, I don't want to say this, but if they give Amari a big check, there's no way he's gonna say no. Amari, no, look, if I get this check to be on Power again,
Facts.
you know what that will do for my name? Bro, this is to
Facts.
stay relevant, bro. It's
Yeah.
not easy for actors out here, bro, to just be getting, your roles here and there. So, bro, I feel like any opportunity is a good opportunity, bro. Any opportunity is a good
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because I posted that video of Amari and they was clowning him on the Breakfast Club for only being Ghost, and that shit went viral. And
He
you
was
could
angry, bro.
tell, yeah, you could tell, bro. He did not like that shit at all. You could tell. I feel for him though, but I feel like it's also a compliment too. Like he
It
did the role
is.
so good that like
Yeah.
people are just not trying to let go.
But that's how
But
it
I
is,
do think it
because
comes down to money, like you said. Yeah,
that's it. Even Denzel, some people just know Denzel for Denzel is huge. Some people only know him for Training Day. It's crazy,
facts.
Some people is if you ask some people what do you know Denzel for, they ain't gonna list all his movies. Some
Hmm.
people just gonna say, "Oh yeah, Training Day." You know how many times I asked Denzel, King Kong ain't got. I need you to say that speech, bro. You're going to be known for
Yeah,
something. Al Pacino was known for The Godfather.
yep,
Like that's how it is. So I feel
yeah,
like it's inevitable for people to call you a key character. Doesn't mean you can't endeavor in other things. Now I understand that maybe you feel as though it's not easy to move out and you want to be known for just you know moving around and other things. But bro, I feel like every actor is known for maybe one big thing. Robert
yep.
Downey Jr. He's always gonna be called Iron Man, bro. Like ain't nobody look at
Facts.
Robert Downey Jr. and say Robert Downey Jr. Bro, let's say
Yeah,
yo, that's Tony Stark. You
yep,
know. So I feel like, bro, I think it's a big thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like fans probably look at it differently. For him, it's probably kind of a negative because
yeah,
when he goes into these rooms, they're like, "Oh, this
mm,
Ghost." We're not trying to cast him, so that's probably the difference.
that's
Whereas,
it.
like, we look at someone like Joseph Secor, even though people look at him as Tommy, he's still getting other roles. Like he's on Reasonable Doubt,
Yeah,
he's doing other stuff. So I feel
yeah,
like it just depends. The fans
yeah.
be doing them dirty.
Crazy. Do you
Yeah.
think that plays into a race complex as well, given the fact that Joseph Cole being white, people can look at him on the other side, given the fact that looking at what he probably did before Power, he kind of was slightly doing maybe other things, and maybe they kind of see his, rather than us that are a black actor quickly they're saying, yeah, it's got to be street, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. Maybe that
Hmm.
plays a bit of a role to what maybe he might be going through
Oh, for
because
sure.
you know,
It definitely plays a role. I think race always plays a role. And I
yeah,
feel like when people say that it's not about race, it's like you're not being realistic. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
bro.
Like when you have a black person versus a white guy, even Willie McLean was saying this, how they only see him as these gangster roles when he goes into
I
these
know
rooms.
he was in
And a lot of
tears.
times they don't even know who he is. They don't
Yeah,
know Power. Yeah. You know what I mean? Whereas a white guy like Joseph, who's a good looking guy, he's
yeah,
younger or whatever, he could get away with maneuvering in these other rooms like a Reasonable Doubt and things of that nature. It's different for people who look like us. But
oh
even
yeah,
still,
yeah,
I feel like it's up to the actor to what type of roles they take too. Because if you
it
take
is.
roles that are more than like the ones you've been doing, well, you're gonna get pigeonholed. So it's a give and take.
Now that's the thing. Like we saw Mario on Star Trek. I don't know anybody even watched that
I
particular
didn't
show.
even watch it, bro. I didn't even watch this. Like when I seen the trailer, I was like, "Oh, this kind of look interesting." But when it came out, I was like, "I don't
Bro,
really
the airing
care," you
date,
know?
nobody there.
Nobody. I was like, "I fuck with you, but I ain't watching no Star Trek." You know what I mean?
Damn.
I feel like he just haven't had that one project yet that's going to get people to come see him. You know what I mean? Even though he's a
Do
great
you?
actor.
That's key. That's the thing. And do you
Yeah.
feel like when you have a role such as Manpower in general and your Ghost, do you feel like you almost feel entitled that look, I need a big role, I need a lead role, and you do, and when the offers come, like they want to give you like a side role. For example, our guy Lorenzo, they put him in Penguin. They just said, yeah, just be a hitman. Do you feel like when you get, when you get to that big platform that you're in, like he said, I'm the face of stars. Do you think he gets to a point where he's like, I need to have a reasonable role. I can't just have like a side role, you know, kind of thing.
That's probably the expectation. But it's funny because that's one of the things that Gianni was saying. He was like, there's people in the Power universe who are A-listers in the Power universe, but when they go do other stuff, they're doing like reoccurring roles, like they're doing smaller roles. It's because they don't know Power. Like Hollywood doesn't know. Like if you go up to your average person at the grocery store, they don't know Power.
They
They
don't
know
know
Game of
power.
Thrones, but
Yeah.
they don't know. They don't know Power. You know what I mean? 'Cause, 'cause,
Yeah.
It's a small. It's a big
It
fan
is.
base, but it's a small niche. You know,
It's a
it's we're all
small
like
niche, bro.
our own bubble. Yeah, so
People
it's
that
not
don't
like
watch Game of
HBO.
Thrones. Exactly.
Yeah,
People that don't watch
yeah,
Game of Thrones know Game of Thrones. People that don't know watch Breaking Bad, they know those shows.
yep,
People that don't even
yep.
watch it. People
They
like
know it.
that's the it's different, isn't it, bro?
Yeah, it has the marketing too, like the machine
Yeah.
behind it. Like Game of Thrones, before I even watched the show, I knew about it. Just I kept hearing people talk about it. It was all
Like
over
what
the internet. I was like, let me just tune in, and
let
it
me
was
just tune
fire.
in literally.
Yeah,
Let me see what the fuss is about because everybody keeps on talking about this Game of Thrones like it's some, game or
yeah,
something. So no, that's how I felt, bro.
uh, yeah. So the Force trailer's out. Have you seen it yet? What did you think?
Bro, I thought that was action packed, bro. I like
Hell
the way
yeah.
they I like the way they started it as well. It gave that kind of cinematic, the way they do your MCUs, your different
Mm.
universes. I
Mm-hmm.
like the way they came in with Tommy name dropping Ghost and Kanan.
Yep.
Like it had
Yep.
its own kind of universe feel, the way they came up
Yep.
with that. So I thought I was impressed the way they put that out on the trailer and seeing like the action, bro. Man.
Crazy.
It
Crazy.
that's what we're here for. Tommy throwing
Mm-hmm.
people off buildings, blowing things up, going crazy. So no,
Yep.
definitely, man. I'm on, ready for this. Ready for this. How about yourself? How you feel about that trailer when you see it?
Yeah, I thought it was fire. I feel like they finally getting back to like the essence of power. Like kind of like you said, Tommy throwing off people off buildings, setting shit on fire. That's Tommy. You know what I mean?
That's
That's what we want to see. Yeah. So I feel like the writing is getting better, even without seeing the episode. Just the
yeah.
stuff that
Even
I'm
without
hearing, like them,
you could.
yeah, them name dropping Ghost and Kanan. I thought that was fire. I feel like
That
they was
was
kind of teasing Power Origins a little bit in that too.
oh oh yeah
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm excited though. My only problem with this, bro, is the trailers are always fire for power shows. Always. But then when it airs, it's like, you know what I mean? It's not as
It's
fire as written in the
e
trailer. That's why I'm iffy.
oh
Because you remember the Power Book 2 Ghost trailer? That shit was crazy.
oh that
I, and then that
bro.
shit airs, and we're like, what the fuck is this? So I'm at the
Bro,
point, I don't
that
want to
thing
get
was
my hopes too high no
electric.
more. I don't want to get my hopes too high no more, man. I
Same,
just,
same.
yeah,
I just want to say because I don't want to get all amped, and then on Friday
yeah.
episode comes out, and I'm like, yo, where's all the action, bro?
But I will say,
Yo,
Force
where's the
has been
plot?
an action-packed show from the beginning, so I expect them to stick with that. I
Yeah.
just hope that that it doesn't end like Ghost did with a bunch of loose ends and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but I think they're
You know
gonna
what?
do a good job.
Oh, I have to, bro. You know what bugs me though,
Yeah.
bro? Upon this whole thing, bro. Why is
Mhm.
Vic still alive, bro? Like I'm just like, how is this guy? Cause
Mm.
Tommy know he a snitch. They
Yep.
like, bro, trying to get out, bro. His days are numbered, bro. His days are numbered. He's right now that he's saying, I'm trying to get out. Bro, I have never seen a rat be next to Tommy and live more than a day. So
Yeah, I thought the same thing, but then you also got to look at it from the perspective of everyone's expecting him to get killed.
oh yeah.
So that it's so predictable. And I kind of heard I think it was Gary Lennon, he was talking about a Vic storyline in an article. He was saying like it's gonna be different than what you guys think it's gonna be.
Mm,
It's not gonna go how you guys think. Um, I can see him surviving. I can see him like saving
mm.
Tommy, and Tommy's like, you know what, I'm gonna keep you alive. Because bro, we all expect Tommy to kill him.
Oh yeah.
So that would just be that's too easy. They gotta go another route.
That's true.
You
That's
know what I
true.
mean? I wouldn't be
Yeah, no,
surprised if
that's
he
true.
ended up in the spinoff too. You never know. So
Can you imagine that?
that'd be crazy. I hope not, but I hope not. What do you think about D-Mac? You know, Tommy teaching him the game and everything, mentioning Tommy and Ghost. Do you think he could be in the spinoff too?
I think, man, you know what? I think he might die, bro.
D-Mac.
I think D-Mac might die, bro. I think, bro,
Mm.
either D-Mac or his pops, one of those two's dying, bro.
Oh yeah, his
I,
pop's gone.
his pops gone then. He's got to be his pops, isn't it? His pops is gone. When I saw those two together, I
Yeah,
said, nah, both of you two
yeah,
could not still be alive, right? I think it's his pops
yeah.
then. his pop. His pops is
That's what everybody's been saying.
yeah. It's his
Yeah.
pops, isn't it? It's his pops. Because I can't see both of them two still being alive throughout this whole thing. One of those two in the family gotta go. We know Tommy ain't
Yep.
gonna die, so
Yeah.
it's got to be somebody else. So I do see D-Mac and Tariq might be. Whew, that might be a
Mm.
crazy combo for
Crazy.
D-Mac, Tariq, and Top. Jeez.
Yeah, a
But
lot of
then
people are complaining about that because they're like, oh, we didn't see Tariq in the trailer. Da, 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 da. I'm like, why would they show that? Like y'all gotta think, bro. They're not gonna show that. Even when Tommy showed up in Ghost, they never teased that. It just
Then
happened. You know what I
they ain't
mean?
going to
They're not
like, bro.
gonna show that.
That's something you expect at the end of the episode, bro. You're not gonna
Yeah.
expect that in a trailer, bro. Like, what's the point? We're all just gonna wait for the
Yeah.
last episode. Like,
Y'all too
bro, where's
thirsty.
Tariq? Yeah, come on. That's how they were
Yeah.
with Ghost, but they say, "Yo, that's Ghost, that's Ghost in that show, that's Ghost in that store." But nah, it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit for sure.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I really hope that they end it well. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I hope that it transitions well into the spinoff. Like it makes
yeah,
sense because the expectations are very high now, man. I mean, with
hi,
everything
bro.
that high, especially with the drought that Power's kind of in right now, like, you know what I mean? It's been a little minute since we
Seriously,
had anything. The next thing we see on our
seriously, man.
screens has to be it
It has to
has to
be.
be fire. It has to
You
be.
know, I think
What
after
do you
Ray.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Now I was just saying that after that Raising Kane and the way it ended, I think it's got a lot of
Mm,
people feeling like, yo, we need something serious. Because the way that Raising Kane scene ended, we were waiting for something huge to happen at the end. And I think because
yep.
it kinda died out a bit, everyone's a bit like, "Ah, man, yo, this force, it needs to bring this power alive. For sure.
Facts, facts. Stars, if you seeing this, man, hit us up.
That's it,
Hit
man.
us up. I know y'all need some promo for Force. Y'all, it's very
Hit us up.
important for y'all to get this out.
Yeah.
This is a big one. So, how do you envision this season of Force ending? Like, how do you see this transitioning into the spinoff?
Man, I feel like it's crazy, but I feel as though I don't know why I feel like they're gonna go LA. But I just feel
Mm,
that I know LA is expensive at the same time to be shooting out there.
yep,
But Squid Game doing LA. I know that they kind of name dropped Chicago and LA in the original Power where Jason was talking to Tommy about, yo, you can expand in Chicago, LA.
yep.
So I'm thinking LA gonna be the spot where maybe, you know, but you know what's interesting about it was the fact that I'm trying to figure out when was the time that Tommy called Tariq about whatever situation he was going through. Because I think that's an interesting aspect. Because I'm guessing
Mm,
Power Force will definitely start off the episode. The episodes will start off before he does that call to Tariq. So I'm
yep.
trying to link in where will this go? Will this go all the way to LA? Or is this a move? But I just see that that's where it's heading to, in terms of Tommy takes over. I think Tommy takes over Chicago. I think he's able to take over Chicago, and because I feel like though if Tariq is able to do what he's able to do in Ghost, Tommy's definitely going to be able to do what's going to be able to do in Chicago. I think
Absolutely.
So I feel like
Yeah.
he'll somehow take over. But how about yourself? How you feel this might go?
Yeah, I feel the same. I feel like I kind of said this before, but it's the same to me as is the end of Power. When everybody was going against Ghost, everybody was trying to get Ghost. Da, 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 da. It's the same shit with Tommy in Chicago. The only difference is he's not gonna die. So even in the trailer, you see him like he's at odds with everybody. The coalition is against him, and you're hearing him saying he's gonna burn shit up. So I feel like they're gonna do the whole superhero thing where he's down and out, and then he calls
So
Tariq,
Fast
and
and
then Tariq
Furious.
comes. Yeah, it's like that's how I see things going. And then he's either
Fam.
gonna take over Chicago or get booted out to where he got to
Yeah,
leave. So I really hope
one
they
of
do
the
show
two.
that scene where he calls Tariq to kind of like tie it in because the timelines with Power Bro was so confusing. Like you don't even know what when. Like think about it. We've seen Tommy show up in Ghost twice, right? But we've never seen him leave Chicago in force to go to New York.
Bro, the
Like
timelines are ridiculously confusing, bro.
ridiculous. So I'm like, y'all got to flush that out because a lot of fans are starting to notice that. Like, it doesn't really make much sense how Tommy's able to just go from city to city and there's no proof of it. So
Bro saw Tariq and said, "Remember, I'm dead, bro. I'm already dead. I can't help you out here." And then he's over at fourth. We don't even know
of
what's
course,
going on with that whole connection. But what
yeah.
do you think? Do you think? Because I feel as though Maria might die though. I feel as though
Mm.
his woman might die just because every time Tommy's with a woman, bro, they always die, bro. I can't see her being carried on. I feel like they'll keep her for the last season, maybe new season. He finds somebody. I just can't. Tommy can't. He can't do this street life with being with a woman. It never works.
Yeah, I
Oh,
feel the same way, but it's kind of another one of those things where it's like it's predictable. Like if you kill her again, it's gonna be like we've already seen this
we've already
twice.
seen
We
it
saw it
though.
with Holly, we saw it with Lakeisha. Like,
Yeah,
don't do that again. You know what I mean? If anything,
yeah,
have her sent away or have her disappear. But if
yeah.
you just kill her, it kind of kills the morale for me at least.
Exactly. Even
Yeah.
Gloria in a way that wasn't really with Tommy too much, but even Gloria was a
She
bit
got
like
smoked
she was
too.
messing with
Yep.
Tommy a bit. So I think it's too much. Maybe it's too much. Maybe they might keep
Yeah.
her around to be like some kind of Letty or Fast and Furious kind of ride or die chick, you know. But yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see how all that develops throughout the season for sure.
Yeah. I don't think he'll have like a happy ending or nothing though. You know what I mean? I feel
Mm,
like there'll be some
mm,
tragic stuff that occurs
yeah,
before he takes Chicago over because
yeah.
it can't just go into a new city and just take it over and everything's
Oh
all
no, oh
lollygaggy.
no,
You know what I mean?
oh no, definitely.
He's gonna have to work for that
Yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah.
But
That's why I feel like definitely, definitely. I feel like that's why I feel his bro might die because when I saw the way his mom was about yo, go get them. It makes me feel as though
yep.
all that ties in with family stuff, and I really think that's the main thing. But what do you think happens with Diamond though? Because that's a whole nother lane. Like, does Diamond carry on? Can you see Diamond going to Legacy?
To be honest, no. I just don't think he's compelling enough of a character. Like I don't really care about Diamond. Like if Diamond dies, it's like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna feel no type of way. And a lot of people do think he's gonna die too. And I think Jannard is a better character, so I'd rather have him stick around than
Mm.
Diamond. Because I don't know what it is about Diamond, but he's just too nonchalant. He's too laid back. I don't really feel like I don't know what the word is. I
I
just
know what
don't
you
get
mean.
anything. Yeah, it's just like he's just okay. He's cool, you know. So I could see him getting smoked. Um, I could see Jannard betraying him. Like I just feel like it's gonna be one of those things where
Oh
people
yeah,
work together for a little bit and then they go against each other. And then they work together for a little bit
bro,
and
but
then
it
they
be
go against
happening
each other.
too much on Power Force, bro. Him
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Diamond and Janad every day, bro. They even with together. I'm like, y'all make a decision, make a
yeah.
decision, and I think that's one thing that they do on Power a lot. Like, it's crazy.
Exactly. Even with the whole Ghost and Tommy thing, like the final season, they teased, "Oh, Ghost versus Tommy." Bro, they beefed for like a couple episodes, and then they was cool again, and then they beefed again, and then they was cool again. So that's one thing that I learned from Power is when you see two people beefing, it's
It don't mean
temporary.
it don't mean
It's like,
anything. Look at Kanan the Ghost,
yeah, same shit.
bro was on
Look at
fire,
Miguel
bro.
and Tommy. Look at Miguel and Tommy. They showed them literally working together in the trailer after Miguel took his girl. You know what I mean? So it's like we know what the writing on the wall is for this. We know what it is.
Yeah,
Um,
facts,
but I also
facts.
wanted to talk about Power Origins. I know you've seen the new castings. Uh,
Oof.
a lot of people felt very controversial about the people that they casted and everything. How did you feel about that?
Man, you know what? It's crazy because when it came to the whole, I think I was more concerned just about the Tommy situation, just because I know
Mm.
people, you know, I looked back, you know, I looked what Manuel said as well on top about how he's saying this role for Tommy. So it's got me thinking, bro. I gotta say, I give it up to the way they did the lookalikes. I
Yeah.
think I'm impressed with that. You know, it blew me away. I'm excited to see what they can do. although I've not seen them. So I almost want to give them grace to see what they can do. But bro, it's gonna be hard, bro. He gotta get that accent right, bro. And that's one thing that somebody else said. And bro, I can't, bro, I can't see what that guy like was singing him though. It's kind of hard to see what he did. But bro, it's bro doing Tommy. Even
He
Tommy
gonna have
doing
to,
Tommy was
yeah,
hard, bro. Joseph doing
yeah.
Tommy was hard because there's a few times he had to change the accent a bit. He kind of changed it, he flipped it up. I felt like, especially when he went to Chicago, he made his accent a lot deeper as well. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
proper deep, deep, so deep street. So that's gonna be a tough road to take.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly feel bad for them two guys. I'm not gonna lie. I feel so bad for them because, like, it's one of those situations where it doesn't matter who you cast or how good of a job you do. Somebody's gonna be unsatisfied with it. And when you're portraying two legendary
Absolutely.
characters like that have already existed in the past, bro, how do you do that? You know what I mean? The Power fans are not forgiving at all. You know what I mean? So I think they'll do a good job though, because like
Yeah.
they usually cast good people. If they went through a whole process of casting these people, they probably felt like they were good for the role. So they just got to deliver, you know. But
Oh
I
yeah.
also feel like people got to give them grace because we don't know what the fuck Ghost and Tommy were as kids. Like they're not going to be the same people they were in OG Power. So they're going to be two different people. So we got to take that with a grain of salt.
Bro, that's a big thing though. Do you feel like the way they're gonna do the whole, the Power Origins, do you think they'll start as just high school kids and then Kanan's gonna be the type of guy to like corrupt them? How's that gonna link in? Because we know Ghost kind I guess, they live in Queens, they kinda going to high school, Angela Valdez on the side. How do you feel like they'll fit that in? You feel they'll do the whole play of Kanan, kind of bringing them in because that's something that, bro, it's going to be so interesting to see how they get that done, especially with the actor for Kanan right now. Once they do
Yep.
that season, it's going to be interesting how they link that together. How do you think it might pan out?
That's a tough one, to be honest.
Mhm.
The writers have their work cut out for them. Um, I think it just starts out like you got to introduce these guys at the end of Raising Kanan just to like tease a little bit,
Mm,
just a little, just a little tease to get the fans hype. Um,
yeah,
but it's kind of confusing because again, like the timeline is very, we don't know the freaking timelines, bruh.
that's the
So
problem.
like, yeah,
That's the problem.
we don't know the
That's the
timelines,
problem.
and one of the reasons why people were kind of annoyed with the casting is because the people that they casted, especially the guy they got for Ghost,
Mm,
he's like 28, 29 years old. He's older than Mackay Curtis. So these guys are older. So people are like, well, how are you going to be? Kanan's supposed to be older than them. And then they're bigger than him and everything. So it's like, again, if the acting carries, that's fine. You know what I mean? But if that's not the case, then there's going to be questions. But
it's going to be
I feel
problems.
like they should kind of pick up where they did um at the end of OG Power with them being in high school and
Oh,
then like they meet each other
oh,
and stuff like that.
yeah,
But
I feel so too.
I feel like they should just take their time. Like how they
You
did with
feel,
Raising Kanan, the slow burn. Don't
yeah,
rush it, bro. Don't
don't
rush
rush it.
that shit.
That's why I'm wondering because I heard they're
Yeah.
only doing how many episodes for that? Because I'm thinking for Power Origins, they got to do seasons for that though, right? They got to at least
Apparently they
do.
got greenlit for 18 episodes, but they haven't
That's
specified over the course of
yeah.
how long that is. So
Okay,
it could be
okay.
two
Because
seasons.
I don't think
I
18
would
is
guess
enough,
two
bro.
seasons.
Yeah, I don't
Nah, it's
think two
not enough.
seasons is enough, bro.
Mm-mm.
I thought if they
They
want to
gotta
do
do
it
at least four or
properly,
five.
unless they want to rush it,
Yeah,
exactly. Unless they want to rush it.
yeah.
Because there's so much to do,
But
and I feel like it's a good opportunity to bring out the territories and all this RSK, this and that.
yep.
It would be a big thing to bring out all that because people would be hyped to see that. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I think it depends on the success of the show too. Like, I
Oh
feel
yeah.
like if it airs and it goes crazy, they'll get a quick renewal. But if fans aren't resonating, then they might, it might be a little stale
It's
around
over.
that. But the fact that they got
Yeah.
18 episodes already, I think that's huge. You don't
Yeah.
ever really see that.
From the
You
get
don't
go,
ever see a show
they
get that
first
many
wait.
episodes. Yeah,
Some people just get
they're
the
investing
pilot,
in this
bro.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. They got two
That's it.
seasons damn near off rip, so that's a good sign.
It's
I
got to
think
be
they have
serious.
time to flush it out. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, Raising Kanan's been done filming for I don't know how long. So they probably
Mm.
working on Origins right now. They probably start filming end of the year. So it's gonna be fire. I'm excited for that. I
Oh, it's
hope
gonna
they
be
yeah.
it's gonna be. I was also gonna ask as well, like, is there any other spin-off that you could think of that man you would want? Because I heard someone say, man, if they did like a Lobo spin-off, because of the fact that man,
Uh
you ain't really feeling that like a
the problem with that
Lobo's.
is he's dead. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And a prequel would be counterproductive because you're not getting the same actor. You know what I mean?
that's the yeah. I see what you're
If it was
saying.
him, for sure,
Do you
he's
think
amazing.
if they did him a lot? Mm,
But the problem is
mm.
he's older now. You know what I
But
mean?
you see how they did. Maybe the only example I could give is the Better Call Saul. The way, but he's way older though. Yeah, that's true. The way they did Better
Yeah.
Call Saul, they got Gusto and all those back. Maybe that's something they can do. But yeah, he's getting older, way older.
I mean, but that's more of a sequel though, right?
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
that's true. That is a
if you're
sequel.
going
That's
back,
not a
yeah,
prequel.
if you're going
Yeah.
back in time, then like it's gonna be
That's true.
tough
He
because
dead already.
he's yeah, he's not a
That is
vampire.
more. That is true. But Better Call
Yeah,
Saul was a sequel. I actually
yeah, yeah.
reminded me.
So I mean, it would have been interesting if he didn't die. That would have been cool. Um, the only spinoff I could really think of that I would really want to see is Lorenz Tate. I feel like they should have kept his shit.
They should have kept
Uh,
that, bro.
yeah, bro.
They should have kept that.
People love the political stuff. All the people who
Oh,
said they wouldn't have watched it, they would have fucking watched it, bro.
they're lying, bro. They're
They
like,
lying.
this is what people would watch that, bro. Like Lorenzo,
Lorenz Tate is he's a
that
great actor. He can
yeah,
lead a show, and then you can get some other decent, well known people around him,
yeah.
and you could definitely do a spinoff with him. I've been said that like if Ghost didn't die, they could have just did a show with them too. People would have watched
That
that.
would have been crazy.
They
And it
fumbled.
what's crazy about it, that would have been crazy. And he was so mixed into the streets in a way. So it'd be
Yeah,
easy to just make action out of that, make drama out of that. So that would have been huge. The whole system,
yeah,
him as a governor.
yep. I feel like Tate is the best person to do it with because he's already been established in the universe. He knows kind of how to play in it. Versus, you try to get somebody else who people don't really care about. Like, I don't know. I mean, do
Yeah,
you see anyone else having a spinoff or deserving one?
man, I feel like at this point there's not many, man. Kane ran away. If we want to just put it for Kane, but
Yeah,
it's like what you're saying. Will people really tap in? People really tap into to see a Kane, on his own because Tommy did one because he's Tommy.
yeah,
So you have to be at that platform where people will be willing to tune in week out. So now I think it'll be unless they did like a Tejadas, a
mhm.
whole. But even that, Diana Kane, Drew.
We don't care about them like that.
Yo,
Kane was one of the first ones that I thought about, but once I seen Woody's interview, I was like, he's not gonna do that shit. He does not want to be a gangster no more, bro. He's not
no
gonna do
more,
it. Like,
no more,
yeah,
no
I can
more.
see him popping up as like a reoccurring character in a
Mm.
spinoff, but being a lead, I
Nah,
don't
he
think he'll
ain't
want
doing.
to do. I think he's a good enough actor for it. You just
Oh
got to
yeah,
get good people around him, but I don't think
oh yeah,
he.
he
I
ain't
don't think
doing it.
that's what he wants to do. That's why I'm surprised that Michael Rainey is doing another show in Power. This is his third Power show,
That's
so
true,
that's crazy.
But I
I,
think,
I don't blame him because he getting the bag, but you
I'll
would have thought
say
by
that,
now he want to venture out and do other stuff.
but I think it's the bag, bro. It's the
No,
bag.
the bag got to be crazy. The bag got to be crazy.
It's Tariq. Like he really
Yeah,
the only thing Patrick left like that on a real like
yeah,
proper, that's representing so nice. The bag, bro.
yeah, and he's like super popular. I feel like that's one thing that people don't really realize. Tariq's character is super well known and super popular
Yeah,
by a lot of
yeah,
people.
yeah,
So he's gonna bring his own fan base of viewership to
exactly.
whatever he does,
Yeah,
especially if it's in Power. So I'm excited for that. That's
and
gonna be
that's a
that's
big
gonna
thing.
be
Yeah,
yeah, that's
because
gonna be
I feel
big
like Tariq is one of those characters. Whether people hated him, they loved him. People tune in to watch this guy, bro. That's why
every
it was so
time.
successful for him to do Ghost because
Yeah.
people tune in just to watch this kid. So yeah, I feel that's why I feel this legacy with Tommy and Tariq.
They gotta do numbers. As long as they put out a decent story,
Yeah. Have a good villain at least, bro.
decent villain, bro. People are gonna. It's Tommy and Tariq, and you're putting them together. They're only two big characters left.
Yeah,
Everyone's gonna tune in just to watch. Now,
just
whether
to
they
watch.
stay is up to the writers and the
Oh yeah,
directors. Yeah, but you can't fumble that, bro. You can't fumble that.
you can't.
You can't.
I even think that's got more, man. That might have more chance in doing way better than the Power Origin. I almost feel like the Power Origins is going to be like your Raising Kanan version, and
Mm-hmm.
then your Legacy will be like your Force Ghost. That's where
Yeah.
I feel like they'll put the money more for the Legacy, where they got to do the £1 million, the $1 million, this and that
Yep.
episodes, the action packed episode. Then they'll do just for the Origins. They'll just keep it to the storyline. I feel like that's the way they'll do it.
I agree because I mean, most of the people you're gonna see in Origins is gonna be
Yeah.
newer actors. They're not gonna pay them crazy money.
Yeah, you're not gonna see
So
Taraji P Henson in
hell
Orange.
nah, hell nah. Hey, you know what's funny about that? People were saying that because people were teasing. I seen people in the comments on Facebook. They were like, "Is Taraji gonna be Ghost mom?" And they were saying Idris Elba gonna be Ghost dad. I'm like, what kind of budget you think they got, bruh? Like, you know how much, bro? If they was paying Mary J. Blige 400,000 an episode, what you think Idris Elba and Taraji P Henson gonna demand?
Idris Elba,
And they're
Idris
not gonna be
Elba,
like
look,
reoccurring characters. They're gonna play a big role, so they're gonna be in every episode. That's a lot of money.
to be
So
Ghost Pops is crazy, bro.
that'd be fire. That would be fire. That would be fire. That'd be
Bro, that would
fire.
be insane.
That'd be
That
fire.
would be insane. That would be insane.
And you bring a
That
whole new
alone would
fan
count.
base. Yeah,
That
Idris
alone would
Elba.
count.
What?
People.
Ooh.
That's why I said that will make people actually go back and watch the original Power that I've not seen it,
Oh
just because
yeah.
they're like, what? Idris Elba, Taraji P Henson. Let me see what this Power was about in the first place.
That's why I think kind of what you just said. Like every time they come out with a new show, if it's good, people are gonna be like, maybe I should go try these other ones.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
feel like when you come out with the show, at least the first couple seasons, you gotta stay on point. After season 3, I guess do whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But the first couple
Exactly.
seasons, they gotta be fire. Uh, I know you recently watched the new Leonardo movie, one battle after another. That shit was crazy. What did you think?
Bro, first I have to say I'm surprised I haven't seen it twice by now, bro. I'm surprised I haven't seen it twice because, bro, that was a good movie. That was a good movie. And I feel like it's very rare that I watch a movie and it takes me on a journey like that at all. Like it made me so intact and focused, and I was on my seat. Like wow,
Yep.
like that was a full on, well scripted film, and what it lets me know is that we don't have much of those. We don't have much of those good movies, And I feel like the fact that they did it fresh, it's not like a remake. They just
Yep.
came out with that script. This is what we're doing. This is it. Bro, that movie was amazing. Kept me on my seat for real.
Yeah, me too. What really had me was the villain, bro. Sean Penn, bro. Oh my God. If he doesn't win an Oscar for this shit, I'm gonna be shocked. Cause the way he was, I was like, damn, like, is bro acting? Like he really gotta hate these people.
Lit, bro.
Like he killed
Bro,
it.
he
And
was
I didn't even know who
amazing.
Sean Penn was before this. I did not know him. I went and did a research. Like I was like, damn, he got a catalog. Like he's Oscar nominated. Like he's been doing this. He was amazing. Like he definitely overshadowed Leonardo in that movie. And I
Oh, he
can't
did.
say that that's happened many times in his career. Sean Penn was a star of that movie.
There was some scenes there where you're like, bro, this is like when you talk about movies and scenes, you've got to put some of those scenes in there.
Yeah, next
And
level.
I feel like definitely I feel like that the whole road journey situation, I think that's definitely gonna be up there as well. But
Yep.
oh yeah, man, Sean Penn was ridiculous. Ridiculously
Yeah.
amazing. He was a joke. Like I've never seen like that kind of acting from beginning to man, ridiculous.
that those are the actors that I really enjoy. They go like
Mm.
full in method. Like you could tell, bro, he pulled up to the set like already in character. He's not fucking around at all. I felt like Leonardo did good, but his character was kind of bland. Like
Yeah.
they didn't really give him much to work with, in my opinion. So it's like you didn't really get
Do,
the essence of his performance.
do you feel it's kind of like a Leonardo character that we've seen before? Like I'm trying to think about maybe some movies that he's kind of done before, Semi Junkie. Me, I don't know if I'm trying to remember a few that he's done where I'm like, he's not really needed to do much. He just needs to be a semi. Like I feel like he has some amazing scenes. Don't get me wrong, and they might
Yeah,
still. I won't be surprised if they still just give him the Oscar just because it's Leonardo. I won't.
he'll
I
get
would
he'll
not
get
be surprised.
nominated for sure. He'll get nominated. Yeah,
And I feel like
yeah,
if he gets nominated and maybe Sean Penn's not, if they give it to him, I won't be surprised just because of the film. I feel like
yeah.
that film alone sweeps all the Oscars, which is crazy to me because I was such a big fan of Sinners, and I think
So
that's why I'm
so you
like,
think it's over Sinners?
bro,
I don't
bro,
know, man. I don't
I
know,
was so
man.
sure that Sinners had this, bro. But one thing I
Yeah.
realized though is people are very, unfortunately, like personally, do I feel it's up to Sinners? I think I'd have to watch both movies at the same day, and maybe
Mm,
I'll be like, maybe Sinners is still better. But I feel
yeah.
like man, people have recency bias, bro.
That is true. Facts.
So people are
Yeah.
always gonna go for what they remember, and just because of the waves that this film did, people talking about it being the best of the decade. That's
Fuck no.
crazy,
I see people saying that.
bro. They're
Yeah.
gonna have this, and that's why I feel bad for Ryan Coogler because it's like, bro, if he probably would have got best director, but now that this film's out, they're gonna give it to Anderson just because of this, and it's like, bro, what do I have
Yeah.
to do for me to get this? What year do I have to put a film out?
It's the point you made about recency bias is probably the thing that I hate the most about the internet. Like
Oh
people
yeah,
people go see a movie and then they go do a review right after like coming out the theater. Bro, you flaw. It's flawed. You just got the experience. You on the adrenaline. Of course you're gonna say it's the best
yeah,
movie you've
you're
seen in
still
the
there.
decade. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, you're still in that
yeah,
movie.
that's how it is. So I try not to do that. Like I always try to wait a couple days because I need to internalize what I just watched. Because if I just go
Right.
and do the review right after, I'm gonna over hype it. That's how I feel about that. I feel like it was a great movie. I think it's top
Yeah,
3 movies of this year. I
yeah.
don't know if it was better than Sinners though, because when I seen Sinners, like that's just something I've never seen before. You know what I
That's the
mean?
difference. I
Yeah,
think
I've
that
seen
was
like
too
war
unique.
movies. Yeah, we've seen war movies before. You know what I
Mm.
mean? But this Ryan Coogler movie was a little bit different. But I do think the performances that we got in One Battle After Another is definitely up to par with Sinners. I don't
Mm.
know, but you know how they are.
What?
Like they don't love black movies. So
That's
if Michael B. Jordan gets snubbed, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he should
we
be up
wouldn't be
for an Oscar.
surprised, bro. We
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised, and there might be a bit of a protest about that. Like, a few people gonna probably mention it, but we won't be surprised. Like, bro, Michael B. Jordan did 2 roles, bro.
yeah.
When
He
you
he
think
gotta get
about
he
it,
gotta get
bro.
nominated. He has to.
No,
He
he's
has to.
definitely nominated, but
He
it'll be
has
sad
to.
that he won't win it because bro
Yeah.
literally did 2 roles.
2? Yeah. He killed it, man. He killed it. I think that was the best work of his career. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
crazy to say because he's pushing 40, to be this late in your career and like doing your best work.
yeah.
You don't really see that. So that's the he never gonna get the love and the support. I even seen people on the internet saying this, oh, Sinners wasn't that good. I'm like, did we watch the same movie?
Did we literally, bro?
Did we watch the same movie? But
Literally,
again, when it's a black movie, they always like downgrade it. That's what I be noticing. You know what I mean? Like
mm.
if it was Brad Pitt playing Michael B. Jordan's role, oh, this movie was the best movie I've ever seen. They would have
This is the
gassed it.
best. This is the best actor alive.
Alive. You know what I mean? So eh, it's all about hype. It's all about hype. I think F1 is definitely up there too. The movie he did with Dams and
Yeah,
Idris. I think
That's
that
another
movie's up there
movie out
too.
there.
So
That's
it's gonna be
they
tough.
forgot to be there.
The one movie I was gonna
Mm.
ask if you've seen, it just came out. The Rock just came out with a movie called The Smashing
Ooh.
Machine.
Yo, I've been
Apparently,
told I need to go
everyone's
see
saying he
that.
killed it. Yeah, I'm thinking about go see that too, because apparently people aren't really interested because it's a UFC type movie. But I just
Yeah,
want to go see his performance, like,
I
because
want
I'm hearing
that's what I
critics
want to
say that
see.
this is his best work. Yeah,
That's
so
what I
I
want to
might low key
see
go see that today. Yeah,
because people have been
I need to
hyping
see that
that.
shit,
In
bro.
fact, bro, it's not even too late. People have been hyping that for real. Like, yeah, this film is phenomenal.
Yeah,
So, bro, I might have to go see that. I might have to go see that. I
yeah.
might have to go see that for sure.
I think it's because The Rock has done a lot of roles that have
Mm.
made us think that he can't act. This is a
Mm.
role where he's actually transforming into something else. Like, even if you've seen like some of the pictures, like he looked like a different person. They say he gained like 30 pounds for this
Bro, I
shit.
saw, yeah, bro, I saw
Yeah,
that photo. Like, I knew it was The Rock, but I was
who was
like, yo,
that?
is he even doing this? That's gonna be big. I
Those
feel
are the
like,
movies that get nominated for Oscars. When you make
oh
that
yeah,
transformation as a character,
oh
yeah,
yeah. I feel
yeah.
like one that I saw as a trailer just recently was the Sydney Sweeney boxing film.
Mm,
She's doing, I think it's called Cherry, some movie like that about a female boxer back in those days. She gained so much weight to do that. So I actually could not even recognize who she
wow.
actually was at that time. But I feel like that's another, when that comes out, I think that'll be for the next year. That'll definitely be up there just because, like you mentioned, just a transformation. Like the way she
Yeah,
gained for that, like bro, it's crazy to feel like someone like I'm just gonna, like, it wasn't even like the kind of weight, like the kind of muscular weight, but just pure fat that she gained just to do that
yeah.
role. And I'm like, oof,
You got to be
she
locked
went
in
in
for
for
that.
that. Yeah, she went in
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. That's the shit we want to see
Yeah,
as fans. Like you,
yeah.
we want to see you put in the work. That's what I would say. I think the best actors are the ones who do roles that are furthest away from who they are.
Oh yeah,
So like, if you're someone like The Rock and you're doing like, if you're doing the same roles where you're just a big bad guy all the
action
time, like,
packed.
you know, we know you can play that. We know you can play that. But I think that the dramatic roles is what we want to see from him, and I think
Oh
this will
yeah.
be that. And I heard he's also doing a movie with Martin Scorsese and Leonardo. They said it's like a crime drama. That's what we're
Ooh,
really gonna see
ooh.
if he can do this. Because Martin Scorsese, he don't fuck around, right? That's one of the goats.
As a crime
And
drama as well,
yeah, Leonardo's gonna
you
be in it.
you
Emily
can't
Blunt's
go
gonna
wrong
be
with
in
that,
it.
bro. You
Yeah,
can't go
it's
wrong
gonna
with that.
be, and he's supposed to be the lead too. So that's
Jeez,
gonna be really interesting. Yeah, the
that's good.
next 2 years for movies, bro, is gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
It's
oh
gonna
yeah,
be
oh
crazy.
yeah. What did you
Yeah,
think about that? You know, the Denzel movie that he did with ASAP and Spike Lee.
trash. I'm sorry, bro. I got so much. You know what's funny, right? I wasn't even gonna do a video on the movie because it was that bad. But something just told me like, let me just go do it, and that shit went
Back
viral on
to the
Instagram.
front.
Yeah, and most of the people in the comments were agreeing with me, but I want to say like 30% were like, "Oh, you're hating." I'm like, bro, I love Denzel, but this is one of his worst projects. Like, he clearly took this for money. You know what I mean? I
Bro
thought
had
he
a
did well in the
catalog.
movie, but I just they said he got paid 35 million for this movie, so I understand why he took the movie. I would have took it too, but
Mm.
it was hard to finish, bro. Like it
Like
was
some
that
kind of,
bad. It was so bad. It just made no sense. Like his son getting
bro,
kidnapped out of nowhere, and
some
then
QB
ASAP
movie. Like,
Rocky.
bro, it's some
That's
Tubi.
what it felt like. It felt like a elevated cinematic Tubi movie with Denzel and
Denzel,
Jeffrey Wright.
bro, I couldn't believe what I was watching, bro.
I was so mad because like when you get two actors like Denzel and Jeffrey Wright who are like legendary, you got to make use of those people, bruh. You put them in a film like this with a bunch of no names people.
They could have given Tyler Perry this movie to just.
For real, Tyler Perry would have shot that shit in 5 days. Threw it on Netflix.
There you go.
You know?
Here's your
Yeah.
movie, bro. Enjoy for the weekend. Like that's
Like,
such a,
come on, man.
bro. That's a movie you can't go, like, bro. Like
I
Denzel's
wouldn't
got like
rewatch that.
classic work, huh?
I would not
Hey,
rewatch
no,
that.
that's the problem. Like you know
Yeah.
when there's some movies, there's no way on earth I will ever go back and watch this movie, even if it's the only
Mm-mm.
movie on earth. I am not watching this movie at all, bro.
Yeah. I think the music was the thing that ticked me off the most. The music,
Mm,
number one, wasn't good, and the music was there at a lot of unnecessary times, and it was just overbearing. You know what I mean? And ASAP Rocky he was just being ASAP Rocky. He was
yeah,
not playing a role. He was really just being
yeah,
himself. You know.
yeah.
But when you say this, people be like,
Literally.
"Oh, you're hating, bro." He was literally just being ASAP Rocky. Anyone who's seen him in
Back
the
to the
interview knows
front,
that's literally how
front
he
to the
acts.
back.
Back, bro. I got that shit stuck in my head. Like it was so annoying, bro. Back to the front. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Bro, act, bro. Right.
Act,
Bro,
act.
rap it.
Fumble Denzel. You know how I knew this movie wasn't going to be good? There's signs that you can tell, right?
Mm,
Number one, if a movie comes out on a streaming service like super early, it's trash. Period.
that's
Period.
so true. That's so true.
They aired that movie in theaters, right? And then it came out like a week and a half after. First of all, the movie didn't even come out in any of the theaters in my area. I had to,
Bro,
if I
no
wanted to
way.
see it, I had to go drive like 2 hours to like Virginia. I was like, I'm not doing that. So as soon as it came on a streaming service, I'm like, hold up, this movie just came out in theaters and it's on streaming already? Nah, this shit weak. It can't be. It can't be. Because movies that are really good, bro, they stay in theaters for a long time. They don't just go on streaming. It takes months. So for it to be on streaming that fast, I was like, yeah, come on, Denzel. Come on, Denzel. He gotta he gotta redeem himself after that shit.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking after he did that Gladiator movie, I was thinking, bro, at this point, he's only gonna do goated movies.
Yeah.
So I'm a bit worried now that, he'll be in Black Panther. Because, bro, that Black Panther movie ain't it, bro. But then they,
Nah, Ryan Coogler, he don't bullshit.
like,
That's
you
the
know.
that
What do you
when I
think about the
see
last Black Panther, though?
I thought it was
You
really
think
good.
it was decent. It was decent for sure. I thought it
My
was.
thing is I looked at it from the perspective of like they had to change everything. You know what I
Mm,
mean? Like
yeah.
they had to change
Oh,
the
yeah,
story.
because
They
that's
had to
true. That's
change
a
the
good point.
actor, the star of
Yeah,
the
you know
film.
what? He did well because that's not what
Yeah.
he would have
Yeah.
wanted to
And
do.
then they
So
had
he
to
had
kind
to
of center
adapt.
the movie around his death too. So
Yeah,
it was a
that's a
short
big point.
turnaround. So
Yeah,
for them
I
to
have
make
to
I
give
thought
it
it was
to.
really good. Yeah. And I thought the villain
Mm,
was dope. I thought the story was dope. I just feel
mm,
like it didn't have the main star, so we were disappointed, but I thought it was a
yeah,
good movie. It did well in the box office. That shit did like $700
yeah.
million.
Oh, no, that did well.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah. So
that did well.
but I feel like when you have the first Black Panther that grosses over $1 billion, the expectations were just so OC.
Yeah,
It
you
didn't matter
can't.
what they did. Yeah,
It,
you
it,
can't
it,
top
it
that.
did not matter. There's no way.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
way because I think that first one was just cultural. Like everyone was like, "Yo, Black Panther, yo, we're seeing this.
Cultural.
This is a movie we've never seen before in our lives." That's
Yep.
why people wanted to go see that. So anything else, it can't bring that kind of feeling again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't ever think you can top that.
Oh
But
no.
if you get like Denzel, which he said he's gonna be in the next one, and you can get some other people.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. I think they gotta just recast the Black Panther. I think
Oh yeah.
having that one girl, like people not trying to see her, man. Like they gotta they gotta recast because like you need a man in that role. Like it's the Black Panther, bro. You know what I mean? Like I think she should
I
still be in the series,
yeah.
but they gotta recast that shit. Like go get Idris, Damson Idris.
But I think, man,
Period.
that's the crazy thing. Do you think now that they've botched it, because now that they've given it to her, they kind of can't go back now. Because it's
They
kind
can
of
go
like
back.
you think
They can go back. They can switch it
they
up
have to gonna have to put her
because
aside.
the fans don't want her though. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The fans don't want her, so they're not gonna trip off of it.
Yeah.
You know, and she could still be in it, but you're not finna be the lead.
I mean,
Because it's
it
like, think
helped
about it.
her in a
Yeah,
way, but
it definitely helped her career. But if you're trying to
bro, that
promote a movie, you need a star. She's not a star. You know what I mean?
mm,
I think 50
I know what
Cent
you're
said this
saying.
one time. He was like, if you if you have stars, go make a movie. You know what I mean? If you want to create stars, you do a TV series.
That's it.
So if you don't have a huge name,
Forget it.
you think you're gonna be the leader
Forget
of Black Panther? Come on now. Like, it's not gonna work.
it.
But
Forget
I
it.
think they did a good job for what they had.
Yeah.
But Marvel in general has been kind of on the downhill. So
Oh yeah.
Doomsday is gonna be.
Oof.
They already hyping it up. I seen Channing Tatum saying, "Oh, you guys are gonna be blown out of the water." I'm like, okay, that's what you're supposed to say, bro. Like, so we'll see. We'll see,
Yeah, I feel like I feel like people are hyped for these teasers, trailers. Like, bro, the amount of fan made trailers are out there. You almost feel like trailers are out.
bro.
Like people's
AI,
anticipation.
the AI is crazy out, bro.
When this
AI has
trailer
gotten
comes
so
out, we won't
crazy.
even know what.
We
We
won't
won't even
know.
believe it.
I've seen like so many fan made AI trailers already. Like,
Mm,
the AI shit getting dangerous, man. They're not gonna need real actors soon enough. Like, it's gonna be AI.
literally,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah,
But oh yeah, I feel that Doomsday is something that Marvel needs so bad right now because I feel like with the spin-offs, the TV series, the new Captain America,
mm,
even the Thunderbolts, like they really needed. They did a bit with the Wolverine and the Deadpool. I feel like they had something going on there.
that was
You
good.
know, but
I like that one.
but that was lit. But they definitely have
Yeah,
to. They have to follow through quick
yeah.
now. They have to follow through. Fantastic
I think
Four was. It was. That's another one that made a statement, but they really have. They're gonna have to follow through now for real.
yeah, I like Fantastic Four, but it just didn't do
Yeah,
the numbers that like
you
they're
did.
probably expecting.
Yeah,
And it's because like, bro, you got Pedro Pascal doing every fucking movie, bro. Like, we tired of seeing that man. Like, he's a bro. You know what's crazy? I didn't even I didn't even recognize him. He was in Game of Thrones, bro.
bro.
I didn't even know
Exactly.
it was him.
Game of
I didn't even know it was
Thrones.
him.
That's great. Narcos.
Yep. He's been working for like a good 2 decades. But you didn't really know it was him because he just blew up like the last few years doing the
Yeah,
Last of Us and a bunch of other shows. So he been working. I just hope they. You don't got to be in everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could take some time off. But I'm also excited for the new Spider-Man movie too, because this is the first time that
that's
they're
gonna be
doing
fire.
like a fourth one. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
gonna be dope. Yeah,
and bro, that was big for the city just over at Glasgow because they were shooting at Glasgow, and the people that just came out just to watch that,
bro. I
like the
seen the
people that,
videos. That's crazy,
bro, crazy, bro. I knew a
crazy
few people that worked in some of those buildings. They said it was literally the, bro, it was a
pandemonium.
vibe, bro. Even
Yeah,
when it wasn't even a real Spider-Man, bro. Even when it was just a double act, bro. But nah, I
the
think
double ganger.
like, yo, look at Spider-Man. Yo. But nah, bro,
Yep.
I think it's gonna be lit. I think it's gonna be lit. Like bro, but you heard about the is it Spider-Man 4 that I heard? I think like that was somebody mentioned. I think whether that was I don't know if that was a rumor, but I know they spoke to Kirsten Dunst about
Yeah,
something.
I've been seeing it. Apparently, I forgot who it is, but they want to do a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, they're saying they want to redo that. I'm like, bro, what's the point of doing that now? You know what I mean? Like, having multiple Spider-Man movies is counterproductive. Like,
Bro,
first
that
of
was
all,
gonna
here's the
be
thing.
the
They shouldn't do that. Number one, Tom Holland, he may not be like the best Spider-Man, but he's the highest grossing Spider-Man, bro. All of his
right now.
movies have done
Yeah.
crazy numbers. All of them. The last one, bro, that shit did like $1.4 billion. The one before that did damn near $1 billion. The first one did like $800 million. Bro, none of the other Spider-Man did those kind of numbers. So,
No. No.
and he's old, bro. You trying to bring back an old Tobey Maguire? He's like 50 something to be. Nah, let that shit go. Let that shit go. Let that shit go. That's the main problem with the industry that I feel like is they keep trying to
Reboot.
reboot shit.
Where
Like,
where
it's like
where
they're running out
where,
of ideas.
where they can
Yeah.
find money, where they can find a bank, anywhere. But
Anywhere.
what's going on with that? Even like the Spider Verse, like what are they doing anything with that whole multiverse? Like, bro, they left that.
The animation joint.
Yeah, yeah, like,
Uh
bro, they,
I think they put a pause on that because Shamik Moore had some like incident with some woman or
was
something.
that why?
It was the woman
I peeped that.
from the one who was in Sinners. I forgot her name.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah, the
peeped
white
that.
girl. Yeah, yeah. They
I
had to put
peeped
that shit
that.
on pause. Yeah, but I think it's blown over. I heard a rumor that he was back in the studio doing like the recordings for the voice and stuff. So I think it's in
Okay,
production, but you know those movies take forever. So that shit gonna
forever,
be a minute.
bro.
Yeah, that shit came out like 2023. It's been like 2 years
Yeah,
already.
yeah. And they left that at a cliffhanger as well, so you can imagine, yo,
Yeah,
like, what's going on with
yeah.
that?
I'm hyped for the Batman 2 though. I
Oof,
heard that
I heard a
script
bit about that,
is done. The script is done, so they just waiting to film at this
But
point.
you know what, bro? I don't think they deserve us to be hyped because the way they delayed that film, bro. Yo, it's getting shot this year. Yo, it's getting
That
shot the
shit
year
pissed me
after.
off
Yo,
because that movie was. I thought that movie was 10 out of 10. I thought that movie was 10 out of 10,
oof.
bro. That movie was elite. That movie was so good, like visually. I was like, wow, I did not expect
Visually,
that at
like
all.
it took us
So
to the world of Gotham.
yeah,
Like we felt like we were inside Gotham watching that film. Because normally it's more of a
exactly. Yeah,
superhero, this and that. But we really felt the darkness.
yep,
We felt it. We felt Batman, and I felt like, bro,
yeah.
Batman 2. I can't wait.
That's why I fuck with Matt Reeves because his version of doing this shit is like it's Gotham based, whereas the other Batman movies is just about the person versus
DC
like even with the
universe. We're
Penguin,
doing a
bro.
check.
Like yeah, the Penguin like they did numbers because they depicted Gotham well, and then they did the characters too. So that shit gonna be fire. I already know that script gonna be crazy. If he took 3-4 years to do it, it has to be good. It has to be good. So I think it's gonna be fire too. I'm excited for that. They said
Oh yeah,
2027, so it's
bro. Bro,
crazy.
because I feel they could do a crazy world with that. If they do these spin-offs, right? But I just feel like the delays. That's the only thing. I feel like the
Yeah.
delays is what's stopping because they could have done a Catwoman. They could have, bro. The delays is what I feel like is
Yeah.
just having to get to Batman 2 first. Then they'll probably do Penguin, but
The
oh, it's
problem is
gone.
that a lot of these actors are so fucking busy. That's really what it is.
That's another
Like
thing.
like
Yeah,
uh the guy who played Batman, Robert Pattinson.
the Robert
He's supposed to
Pattinson.
be in he's supposed to be in Dune 3. He's supposed to be the villain. I think that's what they're filming right
bro,
now. Yeah,
everywhere.
bro. He's in
He in
everything, bro.
Odyssey.
Everything. Oh, Odyssey. That's another movie I wanted to talk about. I think somebody go win an Oscar for that shit. Every time
Yeah, oh
Christopher
yeah,
Nolan do a
oh yeah,
movie, somebody wins
oh yeah,
something.
oh yeah.
Um,
Bro,
and I
I
seen the
said
little
that as well.
teaser.
I
Yeah,
said that. I said whoever's doing the movie that year, don't even bother. Don't
yeah,
even bother because that, bro, for that
yeah.
year, oh no, that it's
It's
taking over.
yeah, it's raps.
Easy.
They already
That's
sold
gonna
out the
be
tickets,
that might even be gonna be
bro. They put out tickets a year early and they sold out, bro. Think about how crazy that
bro,
is.
they're gonna have to do tickets to watch trailers at this point. That's how crazy this film is,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. Bro, when that film come out, I might have to deactivate all social media until I see that movie because if I get spoiled for that shit, I'm gonna be so mad. I don't want any of these other creators spoiling that shit for me, bro. Because Christopher Nolan movies are like, I think he's the best director out there.
He don't miss.
Every
He don't
every
miss.
movie, every
He
movie
don't
somebody
miss.
wins something. He creates, bro. The last movie he did, two people won Oscars. I think it might have been three. Robert Downey Jr., who was Iron Man, won an Oscar. And Cillian Murphy, the dude from Peaky Blinders, he won an Oscar. When do you see that happen? You know what I mean? And these are two actors who are known for being two completely different roles. So the fact that they won an
Completely,
Oscar,
bro.
that's how you know, like, everybody wants to work with that man. I'm
Like Chris,
locked in for that.
bro, I think he really the cheat code, bro.
Yeah,
He
he
really
is.
the cheat code. Like, bro, if he would have been a filmer, I feel like the only guy that Man, the only film where I felt maybe it was at the wrong timing, that's why it didn't do what it could have done. Maybe Tenant, because I felt
Yeah,
like
yeah.
for David Washington, maybe in another like that came around the COVID time and he probably didn't do the numbers it could have done.
I thought it
I
was a
get
good
that.
movie though. That's the
That was a
crazy
good
part.
movie though.
Yeah, it
That
didn't
was
get
a
the
lit,
love it
bro.
deserved. Yeah, I think it's
Bro,
the
the
timing
concept
too.
was ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous
Ridiculous.
concept. You
And what's his
know,
name was in that too? Robert Pattinson was in
Robert
that
Pattinson was in
too.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I don't think he's put out a bad movie, in my
Nah,
opinion. All his movies are good. So
and it's so diverse, bro. Like
yeah.
Warm, Dunkirk, Interstellar,
Dunkirk. Yep.
Inception.
Yep. Batman.
But you
the
know,
the Dark Knight, that like people don't
Oppenheimer.
know.
Like what?
Yeah.
The
I didn't think I would
Prestige.
like Oppenheimer, but I really like that movie. Like that movie
Mm,
was really good. I feel like I learned a lot
yeah.
just
Oh
from
yeah.
watching that movie. And it was
Oh
long as
yeah.
shit. I've never sat through a movie that long in my life. That shit was like 3.5 hours. But it was worth it. Because the
Oh, it was
performances, great.
off the
Yeah.
chain. Off the
Off
chain,
the
bro.
chain.
Off the
Yeah.
chain. You
So
know.
is there anything else we're forgetting or anything you want to discuss or touch in before we get out of here?
Yeah, nah, I think we really cleared that out. We really cleared
Yep.
that out. I also have to say, man, it was an impressive win for Crawford as well. You know what he did to
Mm.
Canelo was absolutely ridiculous, bro. You
I was
know,
so
because
happy.
bro, and he's
They was
bro,
guarding
and
that
he's
man like crazy, bro. That's the funny part. Like they was
yeah,
like, "Oh, there's no way he can beat Canelo." I'm like,
no way.
"Okay, okay."
And I think it's gonna be rare to get fights like these because everything at this point is going
Mm,
back, bro. Mayweather,
yeah,
Tyson,
I'm not watching
Jake
that shit,
Paul,
bro.
fighting Tank. Like, even
Like
saying that sounds
what,
crazy, bro.
bro? Who
Even
wants
saying
to
that
see
sounds
that,
crazy,
bro? Who wants to see that, bro? Like,
bro. You know how obvious it is that they're just trying to get a bag. They're not even trying
it's
to
a
give us
bag.
quality fights.
You
Give
know it's a
us
bag when they
quality,
say it's an exhibition. That's how you know. When they say exhibition, yeah.
bro.
Like
I'll just
like
watch WWE
Mayweather's
then.
pushing 50. Why is he still fighting? He's retired. But he's doing exhibitions. These exhibitions paying 50, 60, 70 million dollars, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
In Abu Dhabi, and come on. They got that Saudi money. They ready to open the whole checkbook for them. But
Dude,
yeah, that's why
you think?
boxing.
Do you think that kills the sport though? Like when they do all this, like that kills the sport because people ain't even gonna want to even really be boxers now. Like
I think it
they're
already did.
thinking, yeah,
I think it already
already.
killed the sport. Once Jake Paul entered the whole boxing realm, I
It's
feel like
dead.
people stop respecting it. Yeah. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like they
And I
ain't
think
trying to
he's
see
taking it
belts.
seriously though. I think he's taking it seriously, but
Yeah,
because he's a YouTuber and he's like kind of gimmicky, it's like and even the
and
people that
he's
he's
getting
fighting,
bags.
bags. Bags. For
People are working
what?
out every day, staying in the gym every day, their
Yeah.
lives for 20 years.
And they
They
never
never
touch
got. They
even what he
will.
made in one fight. These dudes make more in one fight in 1 hour than people do their whole lives.
You know how
Insane.
crazy that is. How
Crazy. Like even Crawford, bro, the amount of money Crawford probably made off the back end, he got like what was it, 20, 30 million just to show up? But he probably made like 50, 60 million. He's
oh yeah.
good. I'd
Oh,
walk
he's
away. I'd
good,
retire after that win. I
bro.
would never fight
Bro,
again after that.
I think he should though, because what's the need now? I mean, you went up on weight where you didn't even needed to go to. You know,
Because it's like you just beat Canelo. You know what I mean? Like,
literally.
what else do you have to prove? Like, you jumped 2 weight classes. There's nothing else to prove.
There's no.
Nothing. And then
I
think
have
about it, right? If he does another fight and he loses, it makes it look worse. You know what I mean? You got to ride off on the sunset, like you know what I mean?
you have to ride
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
I heard
It's
rumors that
like yeah.
he might go down to 160 just to make another record and get other belts. Maybe fight the Charlos, but bro, it's not
Retire,
needed. Retire.
retire.
That's it.
That's why I fuck with Conor McGregor because like people bash him, but like he hasn't been fighting because he knows he's not in it. Like he don't love it no more. So why would I? Why would I waste my time? I'm rich now.
But
Like, you're rich.
that's big. But do you feel like for Conor, like he was taking L's at the end of his kind of peak as well? But it didn't really matter anyway. I don't think like
Yeah,
Conor
he
McGregor's
was.
that guy where it don't matter. He take an L, people gonna watch him anyway,
He
regardless.
was he was taking L's, but he was just entertaining to the point where, like,
At the same, it
and
didn't matter,
he
bro.
was catching injuries though. I think the injuries is what really fucked him up. I think
Oh
when you
yeah,
get injured
oh
that
yeah,
much, it
definitely,
kind of kills your morale and your
definitely,
motivation to want to come back. And then when you're already making
definitely.
crazy
Yeah,
money outside of the sport, what they say he had a liquor company that sold for like $1 billion. He
yeah.
don't care.
He has no
He
reason
don't
to fight no
care.
more. He has no reason to go to
No
the gym.
reason. If he comes back and fights again, I really respect him because it ain't gonna be about
Yeah.
the money. Like, he got money already,
But
so
isn't that crazy though? Like boxing, like all these fights is one thing where you have to be careful because the older you get, the more dangerous it is. But it's the one thing that tempts people so much. Like so many people can't. Like I always feel like boxers, like they're the one sport like they're always dying to come back. They're always dying to come back and fight. Look at what happened with Bernard Hopkins. They had to box that guy out of the ring
mm.
before he left. Like people need to learn how to call it a day.
Yeah. But I think a lot of
Yeah.
boxers financially just mess up.
Mm.
So
That's what it
they feel
is.
like they have to double back to make the money. Yeah, they're not
Mm.
financially. They're not financially. I think that's most sports, to be honest with you. Like, most people play
Oh yeah.
longer than they want to because they just fuck up the money. But then
Oh yeah.
again, the average boxer don't make what Canelo and Crawford and Mayweather and all these people make. Like, these people making
Mm.
20, 30 million a fight. Like, the average boxer
Crazy bags,
might
bro.
break 500,000, if anything. And then that's not a lot of money because 500,000, all right, taxes, boom. You left with 250. Then you got to pay your trainer. Then you got to pay your publicist. Then you got to pay your agent. Bro, you might be left with 50K. You know what I'm saying? And that's for one fight. You might fight
That's just for
twice a
one
year,
fight,
maybe.
and he probably
Yeah,
won't even sell well. He probably didn't even sell
that's what
well
I'm
too on
saying.
top.
Yeah.
So now you're looking at it like, eesh, the
So
bag ain't even looking too good.
that's what I've started to understand with, like, the business. The back end is like, these athletes don't make as much as you think. These actors
Oh, yeah.
don't make as much as you think,
At all,
because there's a lot
and
of
that
things that get
sucks
taken out.
because they get the fame, but the bag ain't there. Like I think that's the worst thing ever. Like you get the
Oh
fame,
yeah.
but you ain't getting the bag.
Bro, that's my biggest fear in life. Is to be famous but broke. Because what's the point? Like, everybody
Oh,
knows you,
bro,
but you're not getting
you ain't got the
the,
bag.
yeah, you got the bag.
You're
It's funny
outside
because I
Costco's,
heard
bro.
Drewski say this. He said that, like, he had millions of followers and he wasn't making, like, no money, like, for the longest time. So it does happen. It's rare, but it does happen. But I would pick the money over the followers. What's the point?
Any day
Like,
of the week, bro. I'd rather them not
what's
know
the
me and be
point?
faceless.
Eh,
Get
Hell
more
yeah.
bags.
Yeah. It's all about leverage, I guess, like how you build your platform.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I appreciate you, man. It's
Oh
definitely gonna be
definitely.
fun when we get Sasha Penn on here
Oh, that's gonna
for
be
that
crazy.
interview next year. That's gonna be
That's gonna be
crazy.
crazy.
I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that. That's gonna be fire. And I'm working on some other guests, like some other creators, to get on here too.
Mm.
So it's gonna be lit. We gonna have a good end of the year
Oh, for
transition.
sure. Oh, definitely,
Yes, sir.
definitely, bro.
Was a good episode, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
That's it.